What's the deal? That's Not an Option, family. We back with another video, and this week I got something special for y'all. We're gonna have a special guest come on here. I'm not gonna do no introduction for him yet, because I'm gonna let him introduce himself. And I'm telling y'all, just stay with me, because today gonna be a banger. I promise you that. I want him to do his own introduction, so go ahead and do your thing, brody.
What's up, man? My name's Kevin. I'm Kevin Ransom Jr. I'm from Louisiana. Grew up in Louisiana with a school out there. Played ball all my life. Ball got me here. I'm enjoying life out here with Shakeef and me. We out here vibing out, about to get into these questions, and man, I'm excited.
That's it. And for real, my first question for you is, where you from, brody?
I'm from a small town named Irwinville, Louisiana. It's about, I'll say, 20 minutes outside of BR. Grew up there, small town, farm town. Grew up country boy, around horses, cows, all that. Small town though, you feel me? It was family oriented. Like all my people live in the same area, but yeah, small town, Irwinville, Louisiana. That's where I'm from.
Well, you said you from Louisiana. How was it like growing up in the area?
In Irwinville, it was cool. You feel me? It wasn't too rowdy. Honestly, it was me focusing on figuring out where I wanted to be. It was country life. I mean, it was horses, trail rides, going to rodeos all the time. I mean, mom's really kept me out of trouble for real. She didn't really let me get into the crowd of basically she didn't let me get into the troublesome crowd. I grew up around females. Our bitch was raised by females. Aunties, moms, the cousins. I was raised by all females, so they really, you feel me? They really like paved the path for me to really stay out of all the trouble. But I mean, now when you go to BR, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, shit, stuff got rowdy. I mean, I've definitely been in situations where, yeah, life definitely fell before my eyes. I was in situations where if I was there earlier, a little bit later, where, yeah, I might have not been here. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's where I grew up. Like, I would say, first few years it was cool. It was a struggle. Me and my mom definitely went through a struggle, and I never want that on my worst enemy. What we went through. Feel me? It was times where we didn't even know where we was gonna sleep at. We didn't know we was gonna eat the next day, but we made it through. You know what I mean? But from where I grew up at, it was, you know, we didn't grow up for much, but you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed my childhood. I enjoyed it as much as I could, at least. You know, I ain't have the luxury of having things that people have today, but you know, I had my people. You feel me? I had my people, and that really got me through a lot of things. But you know, small town, we didn't have much. Trail rides and rodeoing, it was a time of my life. I loved it. I'll go back and do the same thing. The rodeoing, trail riding, it was awesome. I mean, I can't wait to go back home and do it again. But yeah, man, growing up there, it wasn't luxurious, but it was a great time. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where I grew up at, man.
You were saying, you know, when you and your mom made y'all move, it was a struggle, especially like figuring out how you was gonna, you know, sleep place to place and stuff like that. How did you, you know, deal with that eternally?
How we dealt with it, just in a scheme of things, is just, you know, we took it day by day. We didn't know what the next day we didn't know what the next day held, but we knew we had to get through today. You know what I mean? Like, there were situations we didn't want to be in, but we had to be in, because it was either that or we sleeping on the side of the road. You feel me? We slept in the truck sometimes. We hotel to hotel bouncing. You feel me? I kind of stayed within myself, telling myself that it's not forever. You know, it's not forever. It might last a while, but I know it's not gonna be forever. It's just I ain't do it yet. Yet is a big word for me. Yet is a really important word for me, because it was like growing up. It was like I ain't make it yet. I ain't got out of this situation yet. It's not forever though. You know. So that's really those little things. Like, yeah, we struggled, but we'll get on the table. We'll play Uno, or we'll play a little card game. You know, we'll play dominoes. We'll find the enjoyment in it, even though we was in a horrible spot. We'll find the small enjoyments in it, like we'll go swim in the hotel we were living in that night or something. But we found the little enjoyments. We found the little things to get us through. It was hard. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was easy. I wish that on anybody, but you feel me? We found a way to make it through, and now, you know, I mean, I'm living a life no one thought I would live. So it was yet. I ain't get here yet. I ain't make it yet. I ain't ain't make my life different yet. That was a big word for me. But yeah, that's how kind of how we made it through that.
So you said you was always bouncing home to home. So like, how did you deal with developing relationships, making friends, you know, like all that stuff, and like just even being able to communicate with people and talk to people? Because even me, you know what I mean, when I first met you, shoot, you ain't hesitate to come speak to me, make me feel comfortable, you know what I mean, let me know to hit you up, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? So like, how did you come to be that person?
I try to be for people what I wish someone was for me. That's a big thing for me. And like, I mean, let's run it back to what you said. When you got here, I was like, all right, he out here. I mean, obviously, you feel me? It's the end of the season. Everybody has got to create relationships, create a chemistry with everybody. But he knew, all right, bet I'm about to just come out the gate and just let him know, like, because a big thing is a lot of people don't feel comfortable in a lot of places, and it takes them a while. And I didn't want you to come out here and just, you feel me, feel left out. You feel me? Because I mean, obviously the team's been created, chemistry's been created with everybody, and obviously you knew it, even with John. I mean, I just wanted you guys, like when y'all came in, I didn't want y'all to feel left out. I feel like no one is really, you know what I'm saying, wanting to mess with you guys because you guys are new. But honestly, throughout life, one thing about me, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel like everyone's a good person until you prove that you're not. And I've gone all through life like that, and I always meeting new people. A big thing about me is I want to know how people think. I want to know what kind of what kind of person people are. That's a big thing for me. And honestly, throughout life, I learned that you never know what someone's going through. You never know someone's story. You never know if someone's having a bad day and they're dealing with a lot. So even if I meet someone and it might go bad, that doesn't mean I wouldn't want to have a conversation with you again. Maybe you're having a bad day, you know what I mean? And it's just, I love picking people's brain, getting to know how they think, why they think this. I never say, okay, you're wrong. I say, nah, I want to know why you think this. Why is this going through your head? Why do you think like this? You feel me? Like, there's not a lot of people that are close to me, but I want someone to know that you can talk to me. You feel me? You're going through them dark days, all right, bring me in there with you. Talk to me. You got someone to talk to. I don't want no one to ever feel like they have no one to talk to. That's one thing I always bring to people. Like, I want to be someone that anyone can talk to. You feel me? I'm a good secret keeper. If you tell me something that no one will ever hear another word about it unless you say it to them. But that's creating relationships throughout my life, friendships with people. I just want people to feel like they're heard, you know? Like people see them. They're not just out here and they're being ignored or no one understands what they're going through. Now I want to understand what you're going through. Like that's a big thing for me, and I love meeting people. Like I said, I love picking people's brain, getting to know people, seeing what it is about them, you know what I'm saying? What gets them through the day, or what's some stuff they're struggling with. Maybe I can help. If I can't, then I'll try to. That's just who I am.
You said something that stuck with me, and it was, if you in dark times, bring me in with you. Now, throughout my life, like I got my sisters and my brothers, you know what I mean? We was always in those dark places together, holding each other. But you consistently talk about just you and your mom, right? And as a kid at that time, like how and who did you have to bring you out those dark times? Who was holding you and letting you know that, hey, I got you? You know, like how was you dealing with that part?
As a kid growing up, I was a mama's boy. It was me and my mom. You feel me? It was me and my mom against the world. It's kind of how I looked at things. As I grew up, you know, certain things happened in my life, and I did look for someone, you know, like, cause I was going through a lot of stuff. I met someone, Donald Barbier, best friend to this day. This dude got me through through life, you know what I mean? And he was that person that if I was going through the worst of things, he's the one I reach out to. And there was never a time that I reached out to him and he wouldn't want to talk, you know? If he couldn't talk, he couldn't. It was literally, if I can, I will. If I can't, I can't. That was the situation. And that's kind of how I bring on to my friends. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. It's simple as that. And that he was the person that got me through those dark times. He was the person that was there for me when I felt like no one was, honestly. And there was a point in my life that I did feel like no one was, and Man, he was that person for me. He was that person that he'll walk through that dark world with me. That was that person for me when I was, you know what I'm saying, getting to a point in my life where stuff began to get hard, and he was that person for me.
My last question to you is, on a mental note, have you yourself ever been suicidal or had suicidal thoughts at a time?
Yes. I was in a dark spot, real dark spot. All right. It was freshman year of college. Freshman year of college, I was going through a lot. You know, I mean, I feel like it was a time where, you know what I'm saying, my best friend, you know what I'm saying, I told you, my homeboy back home, he really couldn't, he was going through something too, so I mean, feel me, he really couldn't, like, reach out too much to me, and you feel me, I didn't really feel the love from many people that you thought I would feel it from, you feel me, I felt alone, I felt like no one really cares about me. You feel me? I kind of felt like if I was here today or if I wasn't here tomorrow, it wouldn't really change the perspective or mindset or even the life of anybody. And it was just a dark spot for me. You know, I felt like there was no one that actually cared that I was here and it wouldn't affect if I was gone. So it was a night, yo. I was the top floor of my dorm, G, and it was. Yeah, man, I was standing at the window for a good hour. A good hour. Just me sitting here, looking out the window, one thought in my mind. A million thoughts in the back of my head that I let go away, just one thought in my mind though. Feel me? And coming close to that thought that I was about to, you know, make a decision, you know, I got a phone call. Got a phone call from, I never told him this, Donald. I got a phone call from him. You know what I mean? I tell people he saved my life. You know, he probably, I told him this too. I mean, he probably never knows why. I never told him this. I never told him that this happened. But he called me. He asked me, "Yo, what's up, bro? You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm straight. I'm all right. Just thinking." It was a quick call, you know. He was going through some stuff. He's like, I'm going through something, but I just want you to know, man, I think about you. I love you. And feel me, if you're going through anything, feel me, just know I'm always be here. And he told me that I'm someone that has changed how he looks at things and he looks up to, you know. Man, that phone call lasted about a minute, probably. I gotta go, but just hit me up tomorrow, man. Let's talk. All right, bro. Man, I went back to my room, boy, and yeah, man, that day, I made a promise to myself, you know, as a kid that I'd never give up, and that day I almost did, and ever since that day I told myself I'd never, no matter how hard things get, it's never too hard. Things are never too hard. Yeah, that was a hard day for me. A hard day for me.
Bro, you got anything else to say to like the kids that's coming up in this new generation, like, you know, how to deal with these mental obstacles and how to deal with just feeling alone or suicidal, and like anything that you want to tell them in a way to keep going or something like that?
Never. Life gonna hit you. Life gonna hit you in ways that you never expected. You know what I mean? You're gonna get that gut shot. You're gonna get that blind side. It'll come, and you sometimes you'll never see it coming, man. Just know something, like, yeah, it's hard, but you can do it. You know what I mean? You can do it. You fought through yesterday, you can fight through the next day, and there's no telling how hard the battle will be. Just remember, if there's anything that you could take from this, remember that yet word, man. Like, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you're going through it right now. Yeah, it feels like there's nothing that you can get from this. There's no one that cares about you. First off, there's always someone that cares about you. Someone cares about you. Even if you don't notice it, they care about you. They might not be able to reach out to you every day, but they care about you. You like just trust me. There's someone whose life that will be affected by your absence. Trust me that, man. And reach out to people. I mean, always reach out to people. Just because this person might not be there for you or this person might not be there for you, that doesn't mean that no one is. You just haven't reached out to the right person yet. And just understand that, yeah, man, life gets hard. Life gets hard. Situations last for a long time, but they're all temporary. Nothing's forever. Just get through it. You get through one battle, you'll be all right. Now the next battle's coming. You're gonna get through that one too, man. Just never give up. That's what I always tell any kid. Never give up. Any adult going through anything, never give up. Yeah, the battles are hard. You know what I mean? But understand something. Nothing lasts forever. It's just yet. You just haven't get through it yet.
Oh, bro.
Hey, like I told you, that's not an option. We was back for a great week. As I told y'all, we had something special. I really do hope y'all like it and appreciate the video. I'm not in Poland no more. I'm now here in Germany playing football. New team, new journey, new episodes, new life. Let's get started. Y'all stay with me.